those hips, press through your heels. Okay, so today it's upper focus. So make sure you have your dumbbells and a chair or a stool. I'm going to be using the box. So if you have something similar to that, you don't need it right now. First part is going to be body weight. The second part, we're going to be using our stool, box, or chair. And then the third part, we're going to be using the chair and our dumbbells. And we're going to do some, I'm laughing at you, Katie. We're going to do some supersets and some drop sets. But I'm going to do each group at a time. So for the first part, it's 10 minutes. For minutes 1 through 7, you're going to have 1 minute to accomplish the workout or the exercise that I have assigned for that minute. When we hit minute 8, we are then doing a movement every 30 seconds until we hit 10 minutes. So I'm going to show you each type of push-up first so that when we go into it, we can just go and roll and I don't have to teach it. So the first one, first minute is 10 and we're counting down. So we have 10 T push-ups, all right? You should be familiar with these. They're my new obsession, which means your arms come out, your body makes the figure T, you pull your arms back in and you press up. Why I like these so much now is because it forces you to pull your back. So now you're not only using your chest, you're pulling and you're using your back to come up to that T, okay? Then we have 9 dive bombers, and that's where you turn your fingers inwards and your middle fingers are facing towards each other. You pike your butt up as high as you can get them, and the idea is to get your forehead to touch the ground or as low as you can, okay? So you just come down and you press up. You want to relax your head and your shoulders. The third push-up is wide arm, just wider than the width of your body. So when you're down, the wider your arm, the less you have to move up and down. So the wider your arm, the easier technically the push-up is. Then we have close hand. So it's not diamond, but I prefer you make like a field goal, okay? So it's like your fingers with your thumbs, they connect right underneath your chest, you push up, okay? And then for number 6, minute 6, or it's gonna be 3 on one side and 3 on the other, okay? For a total of 6 push-ups. but they're going to be staggered. So you're gonna have 3 done like this and 3 done like this. So you have one hand down, you'll do 3, and then you'll switch and have the other hand down like that. So if you were a clock, one hand is always at 12, then one would be at 9, and then the other hand replaces the 12, and the other comes to 3, okay? And then we'll have chaturangas, which means you press your body up again, that booty is in the air, you drop your head down, and you roll, and then come up, okay? That is 5. Then we have push-up, squat, backs. So this is the last variation of a push-up, which means you do your push-up, you come up, and you squat back, you come right back into that push-up. And then minutes 8 through 10, it's always 2 push-ups, your preference, okay? So when I say push, it's 2 push-ups. Maybe it's wide, closed, staggered, whatever you want. So it's always 2. So you do your 2 push-ups, 1, 2, and then your mountain climbers increase. 6, 8, 10, 12. So I did my 2 push-ups, and the first one is 6 mountain climbers. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll wait, and I'll say 2 push-ups. You'll do your 2 push-ups, and then it'll be 8 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, okay? It's not as complicated as I probably made it sound. All right, so we're gonna start. Every minute, you'll hear me call out the movement. I'm doing it with you, so you can look at the screen if you forgot what it was. All right, so first one is 10 T push-ups for minute 1. And we're gonna start this off because it's a good one. All right. 3, and right down, we got T push-ups. Let's go. All right. 10 T. Have your arms come all the way out. Dive bombers are next. You have 25 seconds. Plenty of time. Do those push-ups properly. And we're decreasing, so take your time. Do them right. 10 seconds. 9 dive bombers. Go! Good, ladies. Make sure you're keeping your feet on the ground when you're going to your knees. But you have a whole minute to work on perfecting these push-ups. 15 seconds, wide arm. Go, wide arm. 8. Feet together, chin up. Your chest needs to break below that elbow parallel. Good job, Paige. Nice work. 30 seconds. All the time in the world to make those push-ups pretty. Close hand. We have 7 close hand push-ups. Keep your body as stiff and flat. Do not be all bendy and stuff, okay? Focus, 3, 2, 1. 7 close hand push-ups. Try not to let your hips sag. Oh, my step ladies do like this. Trying to get their steps in. All right, staggered push-ups. 3 and 3. 3, 2, go. And make sure you're dropping that chest all the way down. It's not your hips that lead, it's your chest that leads. 5 chaturangas on the mat. I'll show it one more time. So you're up, you drop down, roll your body up, and reset. Okay? 3, 2, go. 5. All right, and your last one that you get a whole minute for, it's gonna be 4 push-up squat backs. Good job, Larry. Good job, Esther. Okay, and 10 seconds. Remember, you're squatting back. So all the way back. Roll up, right into it. You come up, right back. 3, 2, go. All right, 15 seconds. Now we're rotating every 30. It's 2 push-ups. Then we start with 6 mountain climbers, and we work up to 14 or 16. Just bear with me. We're approaching minute 7. 2 push-ups, 6 mountain climbers. 3, 2, go. Each time you pull that knee in is a repetition, so just 6 total, 3 on each side. Push-ups, 8 mountain climbers. 2 push-ups, 10 mountain climbers, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can hear it again. It's a good day. All right, we're on 12. 2 push-ups, 12 and 3, 2, go. All right, final set. 2 push-ups, 16 mountain climbers in 3, 2, go. Nice job, ladies. All right, grab a drink and grab a chair. Or your bench. So, similar to, I don't know what day it was, maybe Saturday, we did count ups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of everything. So similar to that, we're gonna start at 5, 2 movements. So we're gonna do 5 dips, and then 5 plank knee to elbow touches, 4 dips, 4 plank knee to elbow, all the way to 3. Then when we do 1, we climb up, okay? So we're coming down from 5, and then we're gonna go back up to 5. So what that looks like, so the dips are first, and we're starting with 5. So you'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. You turn right over, and we're bringing that opposite knee to opposite elbow. So your whole body should be turned out. See how I twisted completely? Twist completely. So you're not just pulling it up, you're literally twisting, okay? That's why I said sturdy chair. It needs to be something that's not shifting around the room. So maybe you want to put it up against something, okay? So then you'll do 5. It's a 2 count. So you have to hit each elbow for it to be 1 repetition, okay? So we're gonna come all the way down to 1, and then we're gonna do 1 again, and then climb back up to 5, all right? We're doing it together, so no need to race through. When you do stuff like this more slow and controlled, you have better results. All right. So, starting at 5, dips, 3, 2, here we go. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. You are twisting completely. 2 count. 3. When you're twisting, I want you to twist, get that knee to tap that elbow, pinch and squeeze. I'm feeling fatigued already, so should you. Two. Climbing back up. Two. Come on. Let's get physical. Make sure you're twisting completely out. Don't get lazy, okay? 3. Come on, twist it completely to the side. Woo! 4. Nice job, nice job. Nice job. Some water once we're done. Moving into our final round. Straight those arms out. All right. I'm going to explain the difference. So we're going to be doing supersets and drop sets. So the first one, we're supersetting 2 movements, which means that we're going to do 10 of the first movement and you're rolling right into 10 of the second movement. I'm giving you 60 seconds to perform both of those movements before we move on to the next one, okay? So I'm going to show you the 6 movements. We're doing the 6 movements for both the superset and the drop set. Superset round is first. When we get to the drop set round, same movements, but you're getting 90 seconds to do the 2 movements because you are going to be doing sets of 8, 6, and 4 all at once. And when we get to the second part, I'll describe that more. So what it looks like, you have your weights. And you're seated. So we have a bent over shoulder press. I'm going to show you from diagonal. So I want you comfortably on the edge of your chair. Your core is tucked in nice and tight. You're going to hinge at your hips. Now, when you hinge, remember, you're not crouching over. You really need to protect your lumbar. And what it is, it's a shoulder press from that bent over position. You are going to do 10. Then you're going to go right into bent over shoulder raises, which is here. You come up, okay? So my back is still flat. So I'm doing 10 of the presses and then right into 10 of the raises. And then you get to wait out that minute. However, it should probably take you close to that minute. And then we're gonna move to the next two, okay? The next two are a seated fly and a seated bent elbow fly. So seated fly, we're coming up for 10, and then you'll curl into a bent elbow for 10. Same thing, 60 seconds. And then the third round, we have military press and then tricep overhead extension. So military press, you're strict, you're straight up, and then your 10, you're gonna turn and you're gonna drop. Now, the idea is to not switch out weights. The idea is for it to be challenging AF. However, you wanna make sure that you're not curving your back, leaning over, letting the chair fall over, whatever, okay? The weight that you can manage, only drop in weight if you absolutely have to. All right, so the first two, we're gonna have 60 seconds on the clock, is the bent over shoulder press. The first round are the hardest two movements. So you're leaning forward, you're at an angle, so you're going like Superman style, pressing, and then it's a raise, all right? Here we go. 1 minute. So it's 10 and 10, and then you just wait. All right, wait for me to give the guidance to move on to the next round. Go! next set. We're moving on to our drop sets. All right, shake out those arms. Same movements. You are now starting, however, with 8. So you will do 8 bent over shoulder presses, and you will do 8 bent over shoulder raises. And then you will do 6 presses, 6 raises, 4 presses, 4 raises, okay? Plenty of time. All right, you're gonna have probably close to like 2 minutes. So when you're doing the movement, you don't need to throw your whole body and try to do it quickly. Think about the muscle. And another good tip too, right? Think about the muscle that articulates with the muscle that you are focusing on. So we know that our back is connected to our shoulder, which is connected to our bicep. So if you feel your arms are fatiguing, tap into what's near it, lock in that core, and instead of throwing your back into it, your body, tap into the nearest muscle, okay? You are strong. You can do this. All right. So remember, it's 8, 6, 4. But you have to do both movements of 8, both movements of 6, both movements of 4, and then rest. All right?
Wait, sorry, Erica, we're just doing those first 2 movements, 8, 6, 4?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All righty. Go. Lean forward. You're not up. It's not a press. Doing good, ladies, doing good. When I get messed up at the party, I make a scene
get upset. But when I wake up in the morning, you bring me breakfast in bed and I go, there's nothing to forget. Maybe I should count my blessings that don't just that tight. So call me nice, so kiss it, but sometimes I want to fight. Every time I leave you, pull me closer. I hang up the phone, you call me back. Why don't you mess me around like you're supposed to?
15 seconds until our final set. Military press, overhead tricep. Begin.
If I say jump, you just say how high. I think you might love me to death. No, you don't need more, you're too nice. You give me all I want to use my breath. Maybe I should count my blessings that don't just that tight. So call me nice, so kiss it, but sometimes I want to fight. Every time I leave you, pull me closer. I hang up the phone, you call me back. Why don't you mess me around like you're supposed to? You tell me you just want you to react. Looking for a little confrontation. Now I'm moving this, turn me back. Unless you do the Lord, it makes me crazy. You tell me you just want you to react. I hang up the phone, you call me back. Why don't you mess me around like you're supposed to? You let me go 'cause I'm just wanting you to react. Looking for a little confrontation.
Good job, ladies. Once you are finished, go ahead and grab little weights. I know. Finish here. I promise it's more bicep focused than it is shoulders. I know our shoulders are nice and tired. And then after this, we will cool it down. It's a nice little strength training set, ladies. So let's see everybody. Hi, Elliot. All right. Here we go, one weight each hand. Just follow.
You can feel
Three, two, one at a time. Double it. 4, 3, 2, curl, hammer. Three, two, one. Turn it here, down, up. Four, three, two, one. Here. Just pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Put those down. Meet me on your chair. We're going to cool down from there. Just have a seat. Cross one leg over. And then I want you to grab a hold of your forearm. And I want you to lean forward and pull that arm same time. Great job tonight, ladies. Way to lift heavy. Work hard. Supersets and drop sets absolutely suck, but they're super good for that muscle growth, right? Putting that muscle into that such fatigue state, hitting muscle failure. You know, you can do your reps that you can do all day. That's not where, you know, improvement happens. Improvement happens on that last set of drop sets where you want to throw up instead of pushing up that last rep. But when you put that last rep up, that last rep then becomes second to last rep next time. So good work. Make sure you're leaning forward with that leg across so you also feel that in your hip flexor. Good. All right, sitting up tall, I want you to interlock your fingers and lock out your back. So put your chest forward, roll those shoulders up. Let that chest open up and stretch. Lots of push-ups in the beginning. No, it feels like it was so far away. Stretch out those arms, good. Tilt your head back and look up. Try to really keep those elbows locked out. If they're not locked out, you get half of the stretch. All right, I want you to relax those shoulders. So I want you to actually bring them up towards your ears and then push them back and away. And then tilt your head over to the side. And I want you to push like you're trying to get your ear to touch that shoulder and your shoulder is running away from it. So you're going to keep pressing your head to that shoulder and dip that shoulder and really stretch the side of your neck. So those rotations when we were swinging our arms up for those front raises, you're going to feel a lot of tension in your traps. And extend that arm out as if you were reaching for something. And I want you to bring it behind you. So reach for something on the table behind you. Actually picture an object so that you're really extending that arm back there to go get it. And I want you to bring that arm in and down the same way that you got into it. And I want you to slowly unfold that neck. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So tilt that head, make it heavy. Remember, it's chasing that shoulder. So you're also dipping that shoulder. Your ear is trying to get it so that you sink low. You'll feel that pull. Get it to where you can no longer keep chasing that shoulder. And then you're going to lift that arm up and behind you and reach for something behind. So picture like keys on the table, whatever. Really reach for it and get that deeper lengthen. You want to feel it. It feels kind of cool. And then bring that hand in the same way. And slowly bring that head around. And then bring those legs out in front of you. Heels pointed upright. We're gonna reach for our right shoe, and I want you to twist your body up, opening up your chest, stacking your shoulders. And then switch. So you're gonna take your right hand to the outside of your left and reach up. All right, come around. Come up onto your feet. Great work tonight, ladies. We're gonna take a deep breath in together. And I want you to hold it at the top and let me count down. So take that big, gigantic deep breath in, inhale up. We're gonna hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale all the way out. Nice work, ladies. Awesome, awesome effort. Make sure you eat protein. You're gonna be